and my helmet is back, as you can see. Sorry about the lights. Thank you. And my helmet is back from FC Moto at last. Took about a month and a week or so, but it's back and it's a brand new helmet. Would have been nice if they would have asked if I wanted the same helmet or the same color scheme, anything. No, they just sent it without a single word of warning. Well, whatever. Communication is not their forte. That's thing number one. Thing number two, I got a new subscriber, which is going to make me a bit uncomfortable. I'll explain. When I first decided to change my previous helmet, the AGV-K4, I was trying to find it online and I found a local shop that sold it. So I went to that local shop and tried it out, and I liked it. Thing is, there was no money at the moment, so I had to wait a bit before I actually bought the helmet. And when I went to buy the helmet, I found FC Moto, which were selling it for 260 euros plus shipping. It was around 270. This local shop was selling it for 320 something or 330 something. It was between the 50 and 70 euro difference, which is still quite a bit. So I bought it online. I felt a bit bad about going into a shop to try out a helmet, and on this particular shop it was a hassle because they do not have, or did not have, a physical shop. Try it out and then just go online and buy somewhere else. And so I was feeling a bit guilty. Then I remembered something the shop owner said when I was chit-chatting with him and told him about my glove woes, and he recommended these. Remember these? The Alpine Stars Jet Road Gore-Tex? That was on recommendation from this guy on the shop, which were on sale, and he recommended them, and I'm very happy with them. Now this whole story is because now the guy from the shop has subscribed me. So, sorry, I didn't buy from you. You know you know how it is if it's cheaper somewhere else. But this whole deal with FC Moto did teach me something, and I'm trying to pass it on to you, which is sometimes it's just not worth it to buy online if you can buy it locally at a slightly higher price. If you only ride every now and then, okay, that might work. If you ride constantly like I do every day, you will be better served if you buy locally, even if it's a bit more expensive. Of course, if you find a great deal online, go for it. Duh. But if it's only for a few quids, don't bother, because if you're going to use the equipment heavily, any kind of small defect is going to appear, and you're going to have to send it off to warranty. Case in point, my helmet and my boots. Okay, and then you're without equipment for a long time. Whether if you buy it locally, at least with this one they would do, I'm sure of it, and many other shops would do, they would just give you a replacement right away and send it off to warranty. They'll just take one look at, I don't know, the helmet and say, okay, this isn't normal, we're going to send it back to warranty, and here, have a new one. That would be it. I would go in with one helmet and go out with the other. Most shops will do this, and if they don't, they're being stupid, because that's not good customer service, and that negates the advantage of having a local shop. But most shops would do that, and you would be better served. Plus, on some shops, this one in particular, I'll put a link to this one. I like these guys. I really like this shop. And in this one in particular, they will advise you correctly on the kind of gear you have. This one has the feature, I find it relatively funny, is that they show you what you need and not what they want to sell, which is a big difference. The shop will always want to sell the higher priced things because those have the highest profit. Those are the ones with the highest markup. So they are going to try to sell the most expensive things they can. This one, he started off by showing me everything he had on discount. where he isn't going to make a lot of profit, and since it is low price, it's relatively easy to sell, so there's no point in showing a guy who's there physically the stuff that is on sale. You want to sell him the expensive stuff. But no, he showed me what I wanted, what I needed. Afterwards, told me, look, now you've seen that, let's look at the higher price stuff. And he showed me the higher price stuff to see if I liked it and whatnot, and I did. But there's this shop in particular, I like this, to go physically to this shop, because there's an air of honesty about them. It's not like, you don't feel like you're being pressured into buying stuff, or don't feel like you're being conned into buying something you don't need, which is good. It's very, very smart to do that. Okay, you might lose on a few deals, you might be able to dupe some newbie to buy a $500 Alpine Stars jacket that he's only going to wear twice a year, but you're going to get that back with interest on all the customers that are happy and will keep coming back because they know they can find good deals and good advice. So my advice to you, finishing up, is try to find a local store, at least to try on the equipment and get some advice, and you are going to eventually start buying locally. Of course, the price depends. This shop is very cheap. It is it's first and foremost an internet shop with internet prices. The price range on this one is about just a tad over Germany and under UK. So UK blokes you can buy from here, and even with shipping it should be cheaper than buying there. Thing is, the website is only in Portuguese, so Google Translate is going to be needed. Sorry. The guy is already very busy keeping the shop up to date. He's got a huge Alpine Stars collection, so if you like Alpine Stars, I think he's got every single product there. The descriptions aren't very good most of the time, but he does have a small link to contact, and he does answer very quickly. You send an email, a couple of hours later he's answering. So I don't know how it is in England. I don't know if he ships to England, but I think he does, because it's simple here. Just put it on the mail and off it goes. And I would advise on this particular shop. Good prices and really real honest people. And that brings me to the third part. This is getting long, but there's like 3 topics. The third topic is something which I never quite got. And I was at one time a one-man shop operation. Strictly legal, but I was a one-man shop operation of airsoft stuff. I was investing and buying stuff and then reselling it for a profit and so forth, but it's a lot of work. It's basically a full-time job. So what I don't understand is, why do Portuguese shops only sell to the local markets, even if they're online based, or if they have a very strong online based component? For some reason they seem to be afraid of marketing themselves outward. It doesn't make sense. The bigger market is abroad. It's not, our local market is completely dead. People don't have money to buy anything, but the outer market is much better. The thing is, we can't get competitive prices because stuff is expensive to get here, even from the distributors. But that also brings up the idea of screw the suppliers, which are screwing you on the prices. Go directly to the source. You want to sell AGV helmets? Good. Contact AGV directly and become a distributor and a reseller directly. You want to sell GoPro products? Go talk to GoPro. You want to sell Alpine Stars, go to the manufacturers and sell directly from them. Cut one middleman and you cut your prices. You don't improve your profits, otherwise you're shooting yourself in the foot. You just cut the middleman. If possible, know about the legal aspects of this, but then you can lower your prices to internet range and sell online. You make an English-based shop first, Portuguese one would be the secondary one, and suddenly you're selling to your market is not 10 million people, which is the population of Portugal, is 10 times that, which is Europe, or if you're a bit lucky, the freaking world. Okay, I'm not talking just about motorcycle shops, I'm talking about any kind of product shops in general in Portugal. It's just retarded. Airsoft shops, we have a couple of them with awesome prices, even online, awesome online European prices, and they only sell to Portugal. Why? Why? There's no reason not to. Oh well, rent over, change your routes.